Bricky. I'm laughing because like before I even start, quick life update. I know this is not what you guys are here for. Well, I think some of you care, but some of you don't care, and that's fine. There's a little tag in the description you can click to go right to the review, but life update. So YouTube kind of like tanked my channel, and I noticed after a while that I was super, like my emotional state would be attached to how well my videos were doing overall, and I needed to separate from that because that to a certain extent is beyond my control, and my happiness cannot be dependent on an algorithm. So I decided hardline one video a week, only Sundays on this channel, only Tuesdays on my other channel, which is HS Paisley, my TV show and movie reaction channel. The algorithm was kind of tanking my channel, but I was still only posting once a week, and I kind of learned why it was happening. And this is why I'm giggling. This is why it's a long round circle story, but this is why. Or at least this is what my theory is. I was doing a lot of League of Legends stuff when Arcane came out, and I feel like the algorithm pushed me into the League of Legends corner of YouTube. And when I stopped doing League of Legends stuff, the League of Legends people didn't click on my videos that much anymore, which, like, fair. But instead of the algorithm moving me back to all of the YouTube, it just went up. So, all that to say, this is why it is taking so long for me to get through this Bricky video, because I'm doing it in segments and I refuse to get pushed into the Warhammer corner of YouTube, because I'm not gonna make this a Warhammer channel. It's not happening, guys. It's an all games channel, equal opportunity confusion channel. So my plan now is to only do the same game at the very most every third week, the same video, just so that the algorithm never shoves me into a certain corner of YouTube, and when I stop doing those things, it tanks me, because I do really like to see all different kinds of games. And I don't, honestly, like, that's what I love. I love seeing all the different types of games. I don't think that there's one game I love enough to like dedicate my channel to it. So I'm not gonna do that. So that's why it's taken so long to get here. The other reason I'm giggling is because my life has been so busy recently that what I've been doing is kind of like filming 3 or 4 videos at the same time and then putting them out once a week. Now, I did a Bricky one last week. Fallout came out today. It's a Sunday when I'm filming today. I'm filming this one that I'm not gonna put out for 2 weeks, but I'm not filming it in the right order because I'm gonna watch the Harry Potter one next so that I feel happy. Cause you guys all told me that what's it called? CRAFTWORLD ELDAR is gonna make me sad. Harry Potter is already up if that's interesting to you, but I'm watching it second because I'm gonna need my emotional support pillow for this. Even though I thought I would like these guys. Ugh. Okay. Anyways, I am a self-published author, if you did not know that already. Magic Required follows the story of Lachlan Allele as he tries to find a redemption he's not sure he deserves. He starts getting prophetic visions of strangers in deadly accidents, and as he's able to save these people, he thinks it's his chance at redemption. When one of those dreams leads him to the girl who got away, Zamila, he thinks it's the old world telling him he is safe to be around again, and he is wrong. Dominion Required picks up about 6 weeks after Magic Required ends and continues Lachlan's story. Blood, Kin, and Curses follows a character we meet in Dominion Required. It takes place a little bit before Magic Required, but the same characters are in both novels, just a different main character here. The main character's name is Dyson, and she is a new vampire trying to figure out a world she never knew existed while avoiding an ancient curse. Blood, Kin, and Curses comes out on May 4th, so if you guys are interested at all, please, please, please buy a copy on release day from Amazon and leave a review after you have read it. It is so, so helpful. If you have bought Magic Required or Dominion Required on Amazon, Amazon reviews are so, so helpful to me, so I just really appreciate anybody who's already written a review. And please, if you haven't, do so, because it's really helpful. I really appreciate it. All right, give it to me, Bricky. Give it to me good. Make me sad. CRAFTWORLD ELDAR. Yo, the number of people phonetically spelling out A-star t-shirts for me, I appreciate you, thanks. A-star tees. I can say it, I just choose to say A-star t-shirts because I think it's funny.
And now let's talk about cute plastic models.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
The first playable race we have in the ELDAR are the CraftWorld ELDAR and living in those CraftWorld starships I mentioned earlier. And each of them have their own kind of craft world, almost like a Space Marine Legion. Each craft...
Does this kind of look like a weird version of Star-Lord?
World is
just
in itself its own special kind of group. And the ELDAR themselves are very fast and rely a lot on trickery. They are squishy, a bit weak, but they're very in tune as psychers.
Are these the elves?
Tons of psychers across the entire Eldar population, and their weaponry and abilities are fast and extremely hard hitting, but of course rather fragile. Okay. Understanding an Eldar's brain is an exercise in futility. They are all over the place.
This is all an exercise in futility for me.
The whole galactic scale. They fight weird, they think weirder, and Eldar in their own right really rely on this to keep their species alive. They need to think about deception and the strangeness of what they do if they truly want to not be immediately murdered and slaughtered wholesale thanks to their entirely small population. However, I must say that it seems like their population is getting slightly better. These craft worlds hold millions upon millions of people. And as they continually, you know, reproduce
millions
and have
on
their
a ship that just
expand,
registered.
Losing a few people in battle, while hurts a lot, they aren't really losing what's extremely precious to them. It's not like every single death.
What does a few mean in the Warhammer world? Losing a few people? Cause y'all blow up planets like it's nothing. Am I wrong? A few.
Their species.
Oh,
they're kind of on the upturn a little bit.
Person,
still
girl, guy, god.
Being sucked into Slanesh every time someone dies, but they are definitely doing a little bit better than they were before. Eldar are fast, cunning, and what they don't make up for in tankiness, they make up for in extremely advanced weaponry. They also call humans Monkai, which is something I mentioned earlier. That is a derogatory slur for humans in the Warhammer world.
It's pretty badass.
Why is it called Monkai?
Slur.
Well, it's because you can't, in your game, call people monkeys.
Oh.
On the tabletop, exactly what I said. Not very tanky, generally pretty squishy.
Interesting. That is so interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna make any out loud commentary on that until I have more information from you guys. What does he mean by in your game? I don't know what that means. So if somebody could explain that to me so that I could understand more of the culture of this, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Also, I need to find a way to I want you guys to find a way to stand out when you're answering a specific question versus just a comment, because I try and read all of them, but on especially Warhammer, I love that you guys are so into it. You guys comment so much, but I want to find the answers to my questions faster. That's just laziness on my part. Never mind.
Like trucks and move at Mach 5. Fast, hit hard, die fast. Exactly how it sounds. They've been good for a very long time, too. We bring only death and leave only carry on. It is a message even a human can understand.
Even a human.
Eldar. So, Drukhari. Let's talk about the Dark Eldar.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up.
How fucked up is fucked up.
That's fucked up.
So those people I mentioned in the webway, in the super deranged cults and the depraved people of the Eldar, in the webway they didn't quite get a hold onto them. Slanesh has them, but it has them on by the pinky finger. And they're slowly being consumed by Slanesh, but they found out they can save her off by doing Slanesh things. The Dark Eldar save her off.
I never noticed.
By doing Slanesh.
This is disgusting. Also, that cherry flavored scene. I watched for 2 seconds, don't do it.
Things. The Dark Eldar are, by far, the worst, most horrifying, disgusting, depraved, and brutal race in all of Warhammer 40K.
I don't know if I believe you. I feel like everybody's tied for that.
Entirely a group of people whose full purpose to save their species from extinction, to go into planets, raid them, and take as many slaves as they possibly can to torture them for 1, 5, 10, 20, a million years, because that torture will keep them from dying. They look very BDSM style too. They definitely have a lot more spiky bits, and they have a lot more of that kind of leathery black look to them. But let's say you are an upstanding Imperial citizen, living life on a regular planet. You get invaded by the Necrons. The Necrons will shoot you with a deatomizer, and you will be destroyed in a millisecond, and that's it.
Okay.
Not the worst way to go.
Okay.
You are invaded by Chaos Marines or something. You take a bolter shot to the head or a chain sword across your stomach, and you get cut in half. Painful, but Not the worst.
Okay.
The orcs arrive. They beat you to death.
Ouch.
Hurts, but, you know, whatever. Tyranids, they eat you alive.
Oh, I remember those from the book.
The Dark Eldar. The Dark Eldar. This is going to get a little graphic. I apologize. You pray you die. You don't. You are instead taken as a human slave. Your life will be endless work and agony, 24/7. They will make sure you can't not die, as your pain satisfies them. They will hook you up to all manner of torture devices. They will inject pain-based like stimuli drugs directly into your nervous system. They will slowly run razor blades across your skin. They will fillet you and just pull out your teeth and your fingernails one by one. They will remove your appendages and your skin and wait for it to grow back so they can do it again. They will murder and torture and use the R word, it rhymes with grape, your entire family in front of you and do the exact same thing to them. You yourself will also be rhymes with grape anywhere and everywhere possible. And this will occur for 20 years until you are no longer satisfying to them. And then you will be contorted, crushed, and twisted into some form of trophy. A fleshy trophy, or a ring, or a couch, or a TV stand, or perhaps a wonderful hat, while you are, of course, still alive and breathing.
But I wouldn't be alive.
And you will become a moaning, fleshy...
Because logic is king here.
...trophy for eternity. And that is what happens when you are taken by the Dark Eldar. They are the most depraved, most horrifying race in all of 40K. They look the part, and they do it so they all don't die. They are literally forced to do this, because if they don't, Slaanesh's grip will get harder, and they will have their souls pulled away. So long as they keep doing this, Slaanesh is like, you're doing good, man.
How come you're hiding the creepy eyeball here, but you're not hiding the creepy eyeball here?
Solid. You keep that shit up, you elf-eared bastards. That's the Dark Eldar. That's the Drukhari. They are horrible. On the tabletop, they're actually kind of like Eldar, but more extreme. They are even squishier than the Eldar, but they hit generally even harder. Fast attacks, skirmishers, really quick, speedy, like get around them, do a lot of damage, get away kind of stuff. That's most of the Dark Eldar. Look up the definition of grim dark in a dictionary. You'll find a picture of the Dark Eldar and Sev from Republic Commando. A quote from Mr. Vecht. We are the lords of despair, masters of terror. Dread and agony are our meat and wine, and they are plentiful indeed.
Oh, the exclamation point at the end.
Dark Eldar.
So excited.
Let's talk about the Harlequins. Clowns.
What's the matter?
Okay. Okay, we'll do this one too. I'm feeling not like...
The Harlequins are a bizarre race.
Those pants,
They're
though.
demonic
we're still in the Eldar.
clown performers. They're like a weird mix of Sander Cohen from BioShock and Jin from League of Legends, but in a more clown theme. They're artists of death and perfecters of their craft. They do not belong to CraftWorlds or any of the weird Drukhari people. Okay. They guard something called the Black Library, which is this giant tome of never-ending knowledge deep in the heart of the Eldar webway, and also guarded by their god named Kegorok, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He is the laughing god. But
it's like
it's
a fun
the Eldar's laughing god? And these are the Harlequins, the Harlequin clowns. These are Eldar clowns, okay? So imagine the things that an Eldar, these depraved individuals, would find funny. And this is the god of that.
Oh.
It's a horror clown. These are gods of horror for us normal people. Okay. For them, they're like, oh, it's so funny. They're all dying horribly. Honk, honk. They're very bizarre and difficult to describe. They've escaped the ruinous powers of Slaanesh somehow.
We don't know how?
But their main thing is guarding that Black Library. And the Harlequins just... They're demon clown performers. They're barely any models on the tabletop.
Those look really cool, though. Man, I'm just like the thing that is so crazy to me, why am I pointing at it like this, like you can see it? I'll use the mouse so that you can see it. Right? Like, so somebody painted the black line and then the color, but then also this little bit of white there and there and there. Like, what the who has time? How do you have the time?
Clowns. I'm not sure. I got a quote. It is too easy for an Eldar to embrace the obscene virtues of chaos, for Slaanesh is nothing more than a manifestation of the Eldar mind in its most wild and unconstrained form. Human morality is meaningless to the Eldar, and to the dark side of the Eldar mind, all life is to be expended at a whim. Cruelty and generosity are but the impulse of a moment. Beauty and sensuality are virtues that can be expressed in bloodshed just as easily as in song. To an unfettered Eldar mind, there is neither sanity nor madness, but merely a wave of perfect existence fulfilled by its own savage momentum.
I feel like the last section lulled me into a false sense of
Harlequins, Drukhari, Eldar, they are an anomaly that make humans seem completely easy to understand in comparison. They range from rekindling their civilization to horrifying murder and also clowns.
Scary.
They're all over the place, but honestly, they represent quite well and are rather interesting,
the one on the right.
especially with the whole Slaanesh murdering everyone bit. So, yeah, Eldar. Now, bugs.
I can't do bugs today. We will do bugs next time. Tyranids. They were in the book. They're the Ichu people. They were in the book I read. I remember that part. Okay, cool. That's gonna do it for me today. That was super gross. And the last section where I thought I liked, did I think I liked? No, it wasn't CRAFTWORLD Eldar. It was the other ones that I thought were okay, and I liked the metaphor for humans, but gross. Thank you, Bricky, for making me feel gross on the inside. As always, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for making it this far into the video, for buying my books if you've done that, for answering my questions in the comments if you've done that too. As always, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy, taking care of yourselves and each other, being friends instead. And as always, until next time, may the Force be with you. Live long and prosper, and I'll be back.